Why, hello there, everybody. Welcome to our Age of Strife auditions. If you don't know what Age of Strife is, it's an upcoming D&D campaign that I'll be running starting September 11th, which should be very, I don't know, set in an age of strife, as the name would imply. Today, we're doing auditions with Jonathan, aka SirSlothMan. How's it going?
Hey, how's everyone doing? Hey, Neil in chat.
So, why don't you tell us just a little bit about yourself before we get going here?
Yeah, I'm Jonathan, SirSlothMan, however you want to put it. I'm currently working out of a computer repair shop, hoping to become a digital editor, digital design. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still young, and it'll last forever, so it's fine.
I love it. All right, let's make that character then.
Sure.
Cool. So you know where to grab a character sheet and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and pick any rolling method you'd like, while I get some background music going, and we'll see what happens.
Everyone's been using 3D6.
Gonna mix it up.
I think so. I think I'm going to go with the last method. Everything starts with 8, and then you roll 7 dice.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go with that. So,
well, we've got 7 stats instead of 6, so why don't you roll 8 dice?
Cool. What do I want to make? Let's make a warrior.
That is an unusual rolling method. I don't think I've ever used that one. This will be interesting.
Yeah. So 8, and let's try putting. I think I have to decide. So let's put it all out into strength. So let's put 3 into strength. So D6. So I guess just 3d6 into strength. 9, which makes that 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. 4 more. Let's go with.
You can roll them all ahead of time in an assignment if you want. You don't have to.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Sure.
Yeah, because that way you can't go over 18. So if you accidentally put too many in, you'd have to pull them out. Why don't you just roll all 7 at once, and then you can decide as you please.
Sure. 76. Ooh. I can work with that, though. No, 1s at least. Right. Let's see. Let's put a 5 and a 4. That's 8. Math is hard. Okay. Let me start adding this in. I'll go in and throw. Let's get 18 strength. Let's just go all out.
Oh my!
All out on this warrior. It's gonna be a tough son of a bitch. All right, so let's get that 5, a 3, and a 2.
Okay. Roll one more D8, D6.
Oh yes, you're right. D6. Nice. Okay. 18. I guess I'll go and confirm warrior, and I guess I'll go and roll exceptional strength. Nice. Very nice. All right, 18-72.
You know, I've never used this method. It's interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah. Get some variety in there. I get rid of a 5, a 3, and a 2. That's 5, 3, 2. Let's put 8 makes that. I think I want a good con. So let's put a 4 and a 4 into con, making my con 16. Let's just put I don't need dex. What do I need dex for? Let's put a 4 into will. 12. You know what? Let's throw another 3 into will, making that 15 willpower. He's a hunter of sorts. You don't need intelligence. Don't need perception. Let's throw that last 3 into charisma. So charisma is 11. There we go. So total stats are 18-72, 8, 16, 8, 15, 11, 8.
Okay. That's 15 wisdom, right? Or willpower?
Yeah. Yes, willpower.
Now, why'd you make the decision to put the 15 in willpower instead of dex?
I have an idea for this character. As soon as you said yes, get started on ideas. So I'm thinking a bit of a tribesman, a bit of a hunter, a bit of a bounty hunter even. He's tracking people as he can without being a ranger, so as best he can.
And what race are you going to be?
Go classic, human. Let's get your here. Auto statter.
If you're going to do the will for tracking, switch it to perception.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because that's what we use that for now.
Eight, 11. How do you put 18-72 in your auto statter? I'm putting it in. It's not
18.72.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Music is a little too intense. Let's do something.
Can't kill me with orcs yet, Neil. We haven't started.
You think?
Oh my god. Oh, it's extra roll HP. Most important roll of the day. D10 plus 2. Give me at least a 2. Just no 1. Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Now we're talking. I'm just glad I got at least 16 strength so I can get that 10% bonus for all the future sessions we're going to have.
You know your system well. This. So, tell us what you're doing. Are you making proficiencies? What's going on?
Yes, right now I'm just filling out all the little stats. Magic defense adjust is 0. No bonus spells, not a cleric. No spell failure. Charisma. I need charisma. Just see his muscles and I run for it. Henchman 4. All right, that's all the stats. All right.
What are you thinking for weapons?
Now, I actually talked to some friends beforehand, and I was thinking a man catcher.
Man catcher.
Yeah. Man catcher and Bulla, pretty. Yeah, Bulla.
These are your interesting weapon choices.
I think, let's see. I'll grab proficiency in man catcher and bolas. And it's a big guy, he needs a big weapon. Let's give him a halberd.
And what is your specialization?
Let's give a specialization in halberd.
Wow.
Right. His name will be Varric.
Varric.
That looks good. It's good to hit. The man catcher. +2. Would I have my damage on a man catcher?
You mean the strength damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
It's kind of got like sharpened edges around it on the inside. So if you grab someone, you shake them, you're like jabbing the circle of sharp edges around them. So I think strength totally applies.
Nice. What a bolas. That's a thrown weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the little balls attached to a string that bosses and grabs someone around the ankle.
Sure, it does do damage, so I guess add damage?
I don't think... Do they do damage? Do they have a damage
D3/D2, I think.
Well, then you add your damage. It's a thrown weapon. 2 or 3 weighted joint. A sturdy bird rope.
Alright, that's the weapons. 11 HP, saves are 14, 16, 15, 17, 17. Oh, wealth, of course. Let's not forget that. I think that's... What's wealth for a... Better. 5d4 times 10, I think. Let me check. 5d4 times 10, yep. Oh wow, 150 gold.
Wow. That is well above average.
Good job, Varric.
Yeah, you will be floating in wealth.
Let's move proficiencies real fast. He's a bit of a hunter. I think rope use and set snares. What's tracking cost? Tracking 2. I imagine instead of wisdom, it'd be based off of perception.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, let's grab tracking.
Perfect.
That's all the proficiencies. As a non-ranger, -6 though, so 11. Cool. All right. Proficiencies, weapon proficiencies, taken care of. I guess equipment. All right. I actually planned out some of this, so I have right now a couple bolasses, halberds, dagger, backpack, bedroll, some hempen rope, 2 rations, tinderbox, water skin, a few torches, some sacks, a few belt patches, and my clothing. Halberd and Mancatcher's total of 40 gold. Grab 2 bolasses, just a gold total. Dagger. Bedroll. Let's grab 50 feet of hempen rope. Two rations.
I was reading about bolas and their opportunity for knockdown, which got me reading about knockdowns again. And I still think they're a little... It's too many dice to add into the game. It might be an interesting effect to play with. Or try out again.
Yeah, I read about knockdown. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but isn't it like is it like every critical? Is it a knockdown chance or something?
Every attack, you roll another... In addition, if you hit, you roll your damage, and then you also roll a knockdown die. And if your knockdown die comes up higher than the target's knockdown score, which is based on their size, then they have to make a saving throw versus paralyzation or be knocked prone.
Nice.
Which is interesting. But I think that the doesn't really add enough to the game to necessarily use it. It's an extra die and then an extra saving throw every so often. I don't know, but it might be nice. Dealing with people in heavy armor. They have to sacrifice a half move or an attack to get back up.
Cool. Alright, I think that's equipment taken care of. Yeah. Alright. Now let's figure out encumbrance, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, not with 18-76 strength.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. But for funsies, unencumbered, I can carry 160 pounds. 161.
So you just have halberd, bolus, and mancatcher for weapons, right?
Yeah, I have a dagger, but it's mostly for tool uses.
Do you have a dagger proficiency?
No, just tool uses mostly.
And what were your non-weapon proficiencies again?
Rope use, tracking, and set snares.
Okay. Perfect.
No, I'm way under encumbrance. I'm fine.
Way under
I
encumbrance.
think.
What'd you pick up for armor?
Armor.
If any.
I'm actually just about to figure it out. I don't think that strength's gonna matter if I have 10 AC. Let's see. A little over 90 gold left. Let's see. Chainmail. Could I get... Ooh, split mail. Yeah, let's pick up some split mail. Just base price, right?
Yep.
Cool. 80 gold. I'm down to 15. £40. Yeah. All right. I think that's all of that. As for appearance and all of that, alignment and everything, his name is Varric, human, speed 12, fighter. He's chaotic neutral, I think. I think about 6'4", 240-ish pounds. Oh, I almost forgot also. Do you want me to roll handiness or just pick it?
It doesn't matter. You can pick right or left. If you want to be ambidextrous, you got to roll for it, though.
Sure, I'll roll for it. See what we get. Right.
Right-handed.
Right-handed. He's about 24, I think. He's a youngish guy. He probably looks a lot older. He is a very hairy man, like very bear-like in that sense. Rugged, with long brown hair, big bushy beard. Very, very tribal looking. I think he used to be a tribesman deep in the south, like southern mountains, wherever that would be. I think he grew up on stories of like great warriors who would do battle, worthy foes, and all that. I think he has a bit of a case of wanderlust, and he felt like an urge to head north, where he believed he was being called to. Whether or not he's actually being called, or if he's just a little bit crazy in that way, is a bit undetermined right now. But I think he is determined to become a great warrior of legends, whether that be hunting down bandits or killing some orcs. It's a bit amoral in that sense. He just wants to kill to better himself, but not evil, I don't think. Let's see who gets in his way. Split nail is AC. 4, so 16. It's a big, so it's hard for him to move. Not too hard, he only has 8 decks, but yeah. He's a shaved brown stub. No, that's a different thing. Forget that. Alright, I think that's about it. He speaks Common, and he only gets 1 language, so just Common.
Okay.
Alright, so I think that's it. I have 15 gold left. I don't think so. Let me check something real fast. Is that enough for... Nah, never mind. I was gonna get a hunting dog to help me, but I think I'm good. I think Varric is happy where he is. Alright, I'm good to go.
Okay, making quick few notes here. Okay.
I think he's also dressed in like furs and like very heavy set like hides. He doesn't want to conform to like peasantry clothing, so he's sticking with his tribal uniform.
You say he's tribal. Does that mean like barbarian, or what does tribal mean in this situation?
I think very much barbarian. If you were to look at him, he'd look like a hill person. He looks very just hide dressed, very hairy.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
I don't think it's a common look around here.
Sure. So, where do you want to start?
We're starting in.
You can start in a town. We can start on a road. We don't have to be on this map. We probably won't be. This is just so it's not a blank white screen for everyone.
Sure. I think. Good.
You said you're on your way going north?
I think he's been in North for a while, which I think he just came here with a halberd on his back and some hide on his body. I think he's been here for a month or 2. He hasn't done too much. I think. Actually, how did he get all that gold? I think he did a pretty big job beforehand, and that's how he got the gold in the first place, and how he got the armor and everything. I think him and a couple of mercenaries signed up for a job to, say, hunt down a goblin encampment. It was a fairly big, not too big, about 30 goblins and about 6 others other than me. I think majority of them died, probably just me and one other survived, and we looted what we could off the fallen companions and off the fallen goblins. So I think he's doing pretty well for himself right now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well then, let's pick it up. You are in camp. You've met up with a couple of mercenaries kind of outside town. They've got a small little encampment going here. There's maybe 8 of them. They're from various different groups, and they've all just decided to camp out together outside of town because the town you're outside of doesn't allow armed men inside. You have to forfeit your weapons at the gate.
Okay.
There's a wall around the town, and maybe a mile and a half beyond the wall, there on the side that you're on, there's a forest, but you're camped closer to the town than the forest. You're maybe like a half mile up from town, giving you another mile still before you reach the forest. It is evening time, and you've just kind of pulled into camp, and they've moved aside and made room for you. Before we go too much further, what is your
Cool.
like height and weight?
Sure. Height is about 6'4", 240 pounds.
Cool. So why don't you take it away?
Sure. Is this the goblin job I've taken up, or is this just another mercenary
later.
company I've signed up for?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
They're not actually a company together. Just various groups of mercenaries who didn't want to give up their weapons and go inside town. So they're camping near town, so they don't have to disarm themselves.
Sweet. Yeah, I like to think I've been talking to a few of them. I think we kind of gathered in our own small group, and I think I walk over to, let's say, about 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I say, "Hey, Peter, got any more jobs, or you got anything more to do? I'm tired of it."
Not right now. Kind of quiet out. Besides, I've been walking for days. I could use put my feet up somewhere. Thinking about sending someone in and bring out some ladies for me.
I've been sitting here for weeks. I'm tired of sitting around and getting your ladies. Let's go find something to do, something to kill.
Well, you got any ideas?
So I came to you. I don't know, what's around here to kill?
I mean, there's a lot around here to kill. What sort of? We're not talking other people, are we?
No. What? I don't. No, not them. All right. Any bounty posters? Anything we can hunt down?
Well, maybe, but they're all inside town, and as I said, I'm not giving up my weapons yet. I'm just taking a breather, you know? Not everyone's got that same sort of wanderlust and bloodlust that you've got there. Sometimes you just need to
Peter.
put your feet up.
What were you gonna say?
Sometimes you just need to put your feet up.
All right. Well, I think I rested for too long. Nothing to do here. I'm gonna go scout out town, see if I can find anything for us. Can you watch over my stuff?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right, Peter, I'm trusting you here.
Have I ever let you down before?
Cheap. There was that one goblin.
Oh look, my head was in a bag of gold. Okay, I wasn't. You know, maybe if someone drops a bag of gold next to me, I might not watch your stuff. But it'd have to be a pretty big bag of gold.
That's fair enough.
All right.
That's fair actually. All right. I'm heading to town. I'll talk to you later if I find anything.
All right. Good night.
See you later. I leave my thing. I think I still keep a dagger on me though.
Yeah, that should be.
If they allow that, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I head into town.
Okay. The town gates are still open, but not for too much longer. They close them at night and shut them at night. So you step in. You got maybe an hour before the gates close. If you want to leave, guards see you. They kind of stop you for a moment, look you up and down, and goes, "What's your business?"
You got any bounties? Any tribes? Any wanted men that need killing? Captured? However you want them?
Probably. Is that what you do?
Mostly.
Well, you look big enough to be a bounty hunter. Come on in. You can
All
find
right.
the
Where's the sheriff's office?
down this road. Take a left when you get to the inn.
All right. I start heading that way.
All right. 5-10 minutes later, you find yourself standing out front of the sheriff's station. There is a large board with a couple of notes pinned to it. Fortunately, you don't have
Sweet.
reading as a non-weapon proficiency. So
No, I don't. I'd like the sheriff's office is still open, right?
Right. You can actually
Yep,
hear the sheriff and his men laughing inside.
Sure. I tear down one or two of them, and I walk into the sheriff's office.
Right. There's a bunch of guys sitting around a table playing cards. One of them, who looks to be the sheriff, has got a badge pinned to his lapel. Looks up from the table. He goes, "Hey, big brute. What's going on?"
Sheriff, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to do a little hunting, and I kind of slap down the papers. What do these pictures say?
Well, this one here is a known thief around town. Goes by the name Wade. We've been having an awful hard time tracking him down. This one over here is Magar. He supposedly, we don't know this for sure, but supposedly knocked over a couple of wagons coming in from the next town over. People said they saw him, but we'd really like to question him first. So this is a capture, not a kill bounty.
I can kind of looks up. Can probably do that. All right. Does he have any friends with him, or is it just him?
Yeah, he supposedly has about 3 guys with him. Help him with crowd control while he does all the looting.
Do you need those ones alive?
Yeah, he left everyone alive. Just hit the wagons, grabbed the valuables, took a little bit of food, and they ran off into the night. Well, into the woods.
If you want Magar alive, do you want his friends alive too?
Well, we only really want him. The other ones seem like they're just lackeys. They'll probably break as soon as he's gone. Again, we don't really know if it's him or not, so I prefer you don't kill anyone. That you don't have to.
I won't draw blood first. If they come at me, then I'll defend myself.
Sounds fair.
All right.
Price is 10
Well,
gold.
It's not what I'm after here, Sheriff. But where'd you last see this guy?
North of town. Maybe a mile inside the woods.
All right. I think I can handle that. And I think I walk out.
Okay. Back in the quiet town streets as everyone's packing up for the night.
Yeah, I think I head back to the encampment outside of town.
Okay. You make it back outside without any problems. The guards let you go, and you find all your gear next to Peter. How'd it go? You find anything worthwhile?
I begin strapping on my gear and says, "Well, this is Mega, fella. Mega, doesn't matter. Needs to be captured alive, and if any of his friends get in the way, I think we're licensed to kill him."
We? What's all this we business? I told you, I'm putting my feet up for the night.
You're not coming with me?
No, man. I'm tired. Look, I don't know what you were just doing, but I just had to chase down a guy yesterday. Chased him all over town. I ran for 4 hours. I'm exhausted. Still. I'm done for the day. Maybe for the week. Besides, I've got all this gold. There's danger out there. There's women and wine over here. And a nice fire. Stars,
You
uh,
know what? I'll do it myself. It's fine. I can take care of a few bandits.
I'm sure you can. Try not to break any trees while you're out there.
Mm. It's a nighttime, right?
Evening, yes.
Yeah. I think I'll go and pull it in for the nights, and then get out in the morning.
Okay. Morning time rolls around. It is a nice, wonderfully
Mm-hmm.
warm day.
Give myself a stretch, and I strap on all my armor. Okay, and I head out on the North Road.
Right. The North Road is really more of a trail. It's barely wide enough for one cart to move down, and there are wagon ruts in it that helps show that. Uh, Forest is about a mile and a half away from town. So half an hour later, you find yourself on the edge of the forest. It's fairly thick. The road is nice and clear, and the sides of the road are quite clear as well from people taking firewood or taking walking sticks. But once you get maybe 15 feet off the road, you start to get into some thick underbrush. Well, further in the forest. The very edge of the forest is pretty well kept, but just down the road, it gets quite thick.
Yeah. He said Magar is about roughly an hour into the forest, right?
That's where he was last spotted, on the road about an hour in the forest.
Sure. I'll start heading that way. I think I'll walk along the road for a little while, but once I reach like a half-hour point, I'll swerve off into the forest.
Left side or right side?
I think at this point, Rare kind of scratches his head and says, "Probably should have asked him about this. I guess you always go left." I go left.
Right. So you start swerving off into the left side of the woods and wrecking. It's pretty thick. There's lots of fallen trees, lots of bushes. It's going to be slow going through here and kind of loud. But you can kind of push your way through as you please.
Yeah.
So where are you going? How far away from the road?
I think I'm headed. I think I'll head straight at first, and if I see any abnormal tracks that aren't clearly like a bear or a wolf, I'll start to try and track them. But if not, I'm just gonna keep heading. I'll probably stop if I don't find anything about an hour and a half into the woods, though.
One moment. Sure. Give me a tracking check, please.
Sure. D20 plus 11. It's rolling, apparently. There you go. Nope.
No. So you go an hour and a half up this side, and you find nothing. No unusual tracks. No broken branches that look like a group of men moving through the woods. Just your own wake of destruction.
At some point, about an hour and a half, I think I'll like kind of do a 360, kind of look around, look all around me. Mm-hmm. I say, Mega, I've come for you. Just bellow it as loud as I can.
Okay. Forest is pretty quiet around you. Some birds, some branches rustling in the breeze, but no sign of humans.
Mm-hmm. I can give the ground a quick kick. Damn it. Should have bought that hunting dog in town. Alright. Back to the road, try the right, I suppose. He kind of talks to himself, and I think he heads back to the road.
Okay. You make your way back to the road. It's not too far off. And looking up and down it, looks pretty empty. It's a more or less a straight road through the forest because the terrain here is pretty flat. You can actually still see the town, all the way at the other end of the forest.
Yeah. I think I'll try the right, and if that doesn't work, I have another idea. I'll try the right side of the forest.
Okay. Give me another tracking check.
Sure. Nice.
Ooh, very good. Sure enough, 15 minutes down here, you find a little path. It's not actually a path on the ground, but you see where all these branches have kind of been bent. About, waist height to chest height for most people. So something roughly human-sized has moved through here.
Oh, also, I'm sorry, it should be +9. I have a -6, not a -4. Or 5, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I start picking up tracks, you said?
Yeah. A definite trail.
Alright. I'll start following it. If it begins to, look more clear, like the tracks begin to... What do you call it? I don't know how trackers put it, but if I get the feeling that I'm getting closer to the source, I'll start trying to sneak my way.
Sure. There is a kind of whistling sound as an arrow thuds into a tree, maybe 3 feet away from you. Make me a perception check to see if you can find out where that came from.
Cool. Nice. Actually, good stat for this one. What's wrong with this? I'm going to have to refresh. Oh, there you go.
Wow. Very nice. Yeah, you spot it. There is a man perched in a tree with a short bow. Maybe 40 feet in front of you and, one branch up. He's
You gonna come down from there, or do you want to die? Sorry, good.
Yeah, he's wearing leather armor, has the short bow, and you think you see a short sword dangling from his side. He slowly notches another arrow, and you hear a voice from behind him saying, "Who's looking for Magar?"
Varric is.
And who's Varric?
I don't think that's much of your business. I suggest you and your boys come with me, though.
And why would I be inclined to do that?
Because I'll break both your arms and kill your friends if you don't.
Well, let's just see you do it then. And let's roll initiative.
Let's see, indeed. So, from what I'm hearing, there's a guy behind this man in the tree who has a short bow trained on me.
Well, there's a guy in a tree with a short bow. There's a voice from behind that, and that's all you see.
Sure. How tall up is this tree? Like, how far up in the...
I would say he's maybe like 8 feet off the ground, well within halberd range. I would say
Nice.
a sword wouldn't reach him, but your halberd can definitely grab him.
Cool. I'll go in there and I'll attempt to hit him with the flat of it, but let's go into I think cowboys are pretty slow, though, so...
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I need to capture these guys alive. I'm going to go with Ebola. I'm going to wind up Ebola and throw it at his legs, attempting to trip him out of the tree. So,
all right.
D10 plus 8.
Ooh, bolas are slow.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
All right. The archer takes another shot at you with a natural 18.
Oh, no.
What your armor class is 16?
16, yes.
All right. He hits you for 2 damage. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Wrong die, but that's okay. You see, stepping out from behind the same tree, just kind of like lower on the ground, is another man, leather armor, short bow, who takes a shot at you. 16 is your AC?
Yep, it hits.
Oh, hits you again for 4. You've got 2 arrows sticking out of you now.
I think
And from maybe 20 feet over to the left of you, you see a guy with a spear picking his way through the forest, kind of taking his time, coming more to your flank than directly at you. Like he's working his way behind you.
You said 6 damage, right?
4 and 2.
Oh, okay. That took 4. Yeah, is that everyone?
That's all the people that have gone.
Cool. I'll let me check Bull again, but I'm pretty sure I make a called shot to their arms or their legs or their neck.
Correct.
Okay. I'll do a called shot to his... I don't want him picking that bow up again. Let's go... Well... Would that knock him over out of the tree?
If you got his arm?
Yeah, I think I'll go for his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
Sure.
Would that get him out of the tree if I, like,
Yeah.
I'll try that. Let's see. Called shot is -4, so a -2 total. -2. What's wrong with this roll 20 right now?
It's a little
9.
slow today. Alright, the bulls wrap around the tree at the guy's feet. And both archers...
At that point,
I think
yeah, real quick, I like to... This is like a forest, right? I like to take cover behind some trees as I pull out my halberd.
Right. You grab some cover behind a tree. Bull is 1 per round. The archers take shots at you, but you've got... I'm going to say behind this tree... You're a big guy, so I'm going to say 75% cover for you. And
Sure.
you hear the 2 arrows thud against the tree at your back. The spearman is now coming at you from your side, and you hear a voice somewhere in the direction of the archers saying, "Oh, hiding, I see. I thought you were coming to get me."
Just wait your turn. Have to deal with your friends first.
Okay. Let's roll initiative again.
Cool. 9. Oh, that's D20. He is a large man.
All right. The spearman comes. So let's say you've got your back to the archers, right? To your right now, there's a spearman coming towards you. And he gets like, oh, you've got a halberd, don't you? You outrange his spear by quite a bit. He'll stop maybe 20 feet back from you, and like just toss his spear at you. Which, oh my god, is a 17. These guys are rolling well. Even the shots that missed you were a 15 and a 17. If it wasn't for the cover, you would have been hit. You take another 2 points of damage as a spear grazes your leg. This is not going well for you.
Okay. No, it's not. Clearly level 5 warriors.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is that everyone?
That's the only person that's gone, and it's your turn.
Alright. I did say I was gonna make a halberd attack. Is there any trees between me and, to hit this guy? So if I were to run up to him, are there any trees to block cover, or no?
There are trees to give you cover between... Yeah, if you were to go up and fight him, you could find a tree that might give you some cover to the archers.
Sure, facing the archers, so, facing the archers so I don't take any penalties. I'll make my way to, like, sidestepping, as I... Oh, I'm gonna stutter today, but I'll make my way to him sidestepping.
Alright. Looks like the archers had held their shots until you were more visible, and they take them. They both hit you. A 16 and a 20. I don't know what's going on. The dice are never this brutal.
Yeah.
It's another 3 damage, though. The damage is not very high.
Yep, well, I fall. I'm not bleeding out, at least.
You're at 0?
I have, 5 arrows in me? Yeah, I'm at 0.
All right. So you pass out. Um, and we'll just skip forward in time a little bit. You wake up. It's dark, and then you realize you're blindfolded. Or no, you've got a sack over your
Mhm.
head. Okay, you can't see anything. Your hands are tied behind your back. Your feet are tied together. You're not wearing any armor, but you're still wearing your clothes. You're not wearing your furs.
Mm.
You can't feel anything else on you. You're on your side, on your ground, on the ground.
Yeah. I let out a large groan as I try to sit up.
A foot comes and puts itself on your shoulder and pushes you back into the ground. You hear a voice saying, "Whoa there, big guy. We've got some questions for you right now. Why don't you
you
stay
know,
down?"
they, they said you weren't even bandits. They said you weren't even dangerous. Ow.
Well, we're only dangerous when we have to be. So, let's get to the question asking. Who's Varric, and why does he want me?
I'm Varric, and I have no obligation to keep secrets. I wanted to find a job to make money and kill things. So I took the job to hunt whoever this Rega, I don't know, down to for knocking over, what was it, a caravan? I don't rightly care.
Oh, well, how much is the bounty?
I think 10 gold? Yeah, 10 gold.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's
I just
it.
thought it was going to be more. It's like your skill is shot. God,
You know,
armor's crap.
I'm a little disappointed. All right.
So am I.
Well, Varric, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk you out of these woods. Your armor and weapons are mine. Don't. That's it. That's over. And we're gonna kick your ass back into town. And you march right back in there, and you tell them to up the bounty on me. Okay? I don't want no 10 measly gold. I want a 100 GP bounty on my head. And if they don't up the bounty, well, I guess I'll just have to start killing people. I was trying to be nice, but this isn't the right way right way to go about these things. So, you feel a hand kind of grabbing you by the collar and helping you to your feet. You've still got a bag over your head. You can't really see what's going on around you.
Say, I imagine you're Magar, right? Magar?
Magar, yep, that's me.
Yeah. You're you and your friends are quite shot. I'll give you that much.
Oh, thank you.
You looking for any help?
Wait, are you offering to switch sides?
I don't know.
Just like
I
that?
have no quarrel with you. Yeah. I have no obligation to that town, the bounties, or nothing. I just want to fight. I just want to train to be a killing machine, like I was made to do.
Well, how the hell could I ever trust you, huh? You were just hunting me a few moments ago. You clearly don't have any loyalties. How would I know you're not gonna stab me in the back some night?
I don't know why I do what I do. As I already said, I want to kill, and I want to be the best. Your men clearly outrank anyone I've ever fought with. I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't betray you. Not for a price, at least.
And how do I know one day you're not gonna get the urge to kill and there won't be anyone around and you just come and strangle me in my sleep?
There's no bloodlust with me. There's only a want to be the best. I want to be the best warrior there is. You showed me today, I'm certainly not.
Hmm.
And in a way, that helps me. You helped me, now I help you.
Well, you are an interesting character there, Varric.
I like to think so.
Not sure exactly what to do with you here. On the one hand, I kind of like the way these words you're saying. You're a nice, big, and strong guy. Sure you'd help us. On the other hand, I don't particularly enjoy killing. I don't really need a murderer on my side. I'd really just need you for intimidation, but it sounds like you want to kill some things.
Murder. I don't want to just kill some peasant out of fun. I want to kill a warrior, an orc, goblins, things that fight me.
Hmm. Well, I hate to break it to you, but we're not going fighting any orcs or goblins or anything like that. We we take the easy jobs. We like our lives.
You're still warriors, though, and I can learn something or two from that.
Well, why don't you head back to town? Tell them to up the bounty on me, and then you can come back and try and get me again. Of course, without any weapons or armor. And if you get us that next time, it'll be 100 gold for you. Oh, by the way, we're going to take this, he says, and you hear a jingling of coins. So it might be some time before we see you again. Now, turn around. Turn. There you go. That's the direction of town. We're going to walk you to the edge of the forest, and then you can make the rest of the way on your own. It gives you a bit of a push.
I consider that a challenge, Mega.
Well, good luck. And you guys start walking in this direction. Occasionally you feel someone like grabbing you and kind of steering you around things, but you're not really being held the whole way. They did untie your feet before they stood you up, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to try anything or do anything on your way out of the woods?
Behind me, am I hearing anyone talking, like anyone talking to each other, or?
Yeah. There are a couple of people back there chatting very casually.
I don't think I'm at 1 HP, right? I imagine.
Yep.
I don't think I could do anything without outright dying, so I'll continue back to town.
Okay. You make it to the edge of the woods, which you recognize when they stop you and take a bag off of your head. No, they start to take the bag off your head, and then Magar says, No, leave it on. It'll be amusing. Alright, we're gonna point you in the direction of town. It's a clear shot. So here you go. And it gives you a bit of a shove. And then you hear the laughter of 4 people behind you.
I start walking that direction. Well, yeah, I can take care of that thief down.
So you're just gonna walk until you basically, like, literally run into the town wall. You can't see anything. And eventually, hands tied behind your back, bag over your head. That's kind of, slightly tied behind you so it doesn't just fall off. You kind of run into the town wall.
Yeah. I kind of like move my way along it, feeling my way. I'm like, anyone there? Anyone?
Silence. You can hear people on the other side of the wall, but no one over here.
Yeah. I kind of move my way and I keep searching along the wall because you said there's like an encampment of mercenaries outside of town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like moving my way, and what end of the gate were they at?
The mercenaries were on the west side of town. You went north.
Sure, then I'll be heading. Was that west? Yeah, I'll be heading west, searching for them along the wall.
Okay. Eventually, you hear some laughter, and someone you can hear runs up to you and takes the bag off your head. It's one of the town guards, and the gate is maybe 60 feet away from you. He's patting you on the side, kind of smiling, goes, "Well, aren't you that guy from yesterday?"
That whole bounty thing didn't work out too well for me.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get your arms. He cuts the strand of rope tying your hands together.
What? I didn't think bandits were that good of a shot.
How are you alive?
Well, they captured me, kicked me around a little bit. and just told me to tell you or the sheriff or whoever, I guess everyone, that he wants the bounty on his head raised. Magar, I think it was.
Well, this is certainly a way to say it. Why don't you head on in and talk to the sheriff?
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Thanks.
All right. He lets you walk on in.
Yeah, I walk up to the familiar sheriff's office.
Okay. The sheriff's office is much the same site today as it was yesterday. The sheriff and some of his guys are in there playing cards. When they see you walk up to it, the sheriff turns and goes, "What happened to you? They didn't let you bring your armor in this time?"
I thought you said Magar wasn't even a bandit.
You found him then. Where is he?
Yeah. Somewhere on the road, right side in the forest. There are some crack shots there.
Pretty good with their bows?
Apparently.
Well, that sucks. But you live to tell the tale.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
It's always better to be alive than to be dead.
Well, where that one thief you say was?
Yeah. Hold on. He goes outside, pulls a piece of paper off the board, takes a look at it, and goes, "All right, there's a thief in town. He's been robbing some buildings, warehouses and the like, not private residences. Down by the down over at the well near the livestock market."
All right, guess I'll go there in the morning.
All right.
And I think I want to head back to the encampment. Is it safe to say I have a little bit of a bedroll, or at least a place I've kind of called my own while I've been camped out here?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
You make it back to the encampment without any problems. Your other mercenary guys see you come in and greet you. How's it going?
Yeah. That's right, Peter. Laugh it up.
Oh. No one's laughing. So,
I don't know.
what do you need?
I don't know who they were, but they were some legendary marksmen. I'll give them that. That armor was just crap. That armor smith you told me about. That armor you sold me, is it?
No. He's I got my armor from him. I wouldn't be wearing it if it was crap. But do you need to borrow some money to get some stuff back in tow? I know you're good for it, unless you die.
Yeah. How about just some leather armor and a halberd? How's that sound?
Yeah. He ruffles around and digs out a fistful of coins. Goes, "I think this should be enough," and just kind of plops it in your hand.
Yeah. You said it was nighttime or at least evening?
No, I think it's like midday right now.
Sure. I'll go down to the armor smith and weaponsmith and pick up a halberd and some leather armor.
Okay. The money you have just barely covers it, with a few silver left over for food or drink or whatever. Okay. Now you've got yourself a halberd, and you've got some leather armor, AC 12, 1 HP. And you're in town. What are you going to do?
The thief. I think I do want to rest up a little bit. A couple days. Actually, just probably full bed rest back in the mercenary camp, just until I'm feeling good.
Okay. Your max is 11.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be, without a healer around, that'll be 5 days till you're back at full.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go for 4 days. I don't want to sit around forever.
Cool. 4 days later, you're up to 9 HP.
Cool. Yeah, I give myself a final stretch, pat my arrow wounds, and I head back into town.
Okay. You make it back into town. The guards take a look at your halberd and ask to hold on to it for you.
Oh, yeah. Of course, forgot that. Yeah, I give it back to him.
Okay. And you can walk on in.
Yeah, I head into town, and I want to head to the livestock district or market, whatever it was.
There you find yourself. It's kind of this big open square with lots of little pens in it for various different animals, and people are buying and selling cows, goats, sheep, chickens, goose, whatever.
Yeah, he said that the thief had basically picked out a few places and robbed them, right?
A couple of warehouses right around here.
Yep. I want to ask around a bit, basically say, you know where this robbery was? What warehouse, who owned it and such?
Oh yeah, he's hit my building maybe a week ago. Jerk. It's that warehouse down there. You got my my cache of pearls.
Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna go this way. I head down to where he set up with us.
you find the warehouse. You can see that one of these shutters is still broken on it, although people have like nailed some boards to make it inaccessible. Warehouse is maybe 30 feet long, 15 feet wide, 8 feet tall, and it has a tile roof.
Yeah, I'd like to ask around if there are any workers around to ask for who owns this one.
Yeah, it is owned by one of the nobles in town who just owns most of the warehouses in this section.
Who like looks after it then? Who's like the foreman?
Yeah, there's a guy in charge of overseeing it day to day, and someone points you in his direction. He's standing out in front of one of the warehouses talking to some workmen.
Sure. I wave him over.
Okay. Then he has you wait until he's done with the workmen, and then comes over, looks you up and down, and goes, "All right, you look like trouble. What's going on?"
I'm looking for that thief who picked this place a couple nights ago.
Well, if you find him, why don't you cave his head in for me?
That's what I'm gonna try to do. Do you know anything about him? Did you see him?
No one saw him. Don't even know if it's a him or a her. But he broke in. If you look down the side of the building, you can see where a shutter's been broken in. Broken there. Didn't rifle through too much stuff. Seemed to know exactly where the valuables he was looking for were. Or he rifled through everything and just put it back real nice and neat like.
Do you know where any of the sketchier parts in town meet up? Any crappy bars? I don't know where these thieves run off to.
Yeah, there's some disreputable type places. Down that street, take a left and take a right when you get to the street that smells like piss, and you'll find some of those types of places. But I hear they're pretty hard to get acquainted in. They don't look too kindly to outsiders.
I think they're like me.
All right.
And I head I head down there.
Okay. You make your way through the streets, down this one, take a left. You come across a street that smells heavily of urine. In fact, you think you see like large jugs of urine just kind of sitting on the sides of the road. Yeah, you pick your way down it until you come across this bar. It's got a picture of a man like hung by his neck out front of it on a sign that has some words scrawled across it.
I just walk in.
All right, you make it inside the bar. It is a quiet sort of place. There are a few windows, but they're kind of dirty and greasy from years of just sitting there and not being cleaned. There's a fireplace, but there's no fire going in it. The whole building is sunk maybe 3 feet down in the ground, so you kind of like walk down to get there. There's a second floor to it, but no stairs that lead up to it. And a tall woman behind the counter serving drinks.
Yeah, I think I'll walk up to the bartender.
She looks at you.
Let's say, you know anything about, kind of coming close, you know anything about those robberies down near the warehouses?
Nope.
You sure?
I'm just a simple
know anything
bartender.
about it?
I don't know anything about no robberies anywhere in town.
How much silver did Peter leave me with?
Like 8 silver.
Sure. I kind of just palm her too.
Oh, thanks for the tip. Would you like something to drink?
Do you know anyone who? Just get me an ale. Do you? Why you do that? Do you know anything about, or who would know about this person? Any sketchy figures?
No, just upstanding citizens in this part of town. She brings you an ale.
I'm kind of at a loss. Uh, well, let's see. I think I want to finish the ale, and then I want to head back to where the warehouses were hit.
Okay. She gives you a
That's
cheerful
an idea.
smile and wave as you head off and make yourself way back to the warehouse.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you get yourself back to the warehouse district.
Mhm.
There you are.
Yep. I want to. You said there was like a few windows broken, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to find the one that was most recently broken into, or yeah, the one that was most recently broken into.
Sure. You ask around and find out which one it was, and put yourself before it.
Yeah. I want to investigate like the area it was, around the window, like the floor. I want to try to track for any footprints and in what direction they left from.
Okay. That's gonna be a little bit difficult. Because it's in like a town street, so there's gonna be a lot of tracks in the way, but let's see what the tracking modifiers do. See, the most recent one was 2 days ago. So make a tracking check at -4.
Sure, it's a total of -5. So +5 actually. Rolling. Ooh, nice.
Yeah. You see some skid marks down the side of the building that are kind of hard to detect. That lead to like a set of footprints on the ground that are a little bit wider than you would expect for normal human footprints. Not so wide that they look monstrous, but definitely like a very wide set of prints. They cross the street where you lose the tracks, but on the other side of the street, you pick up these sets like wide footprints that are not non-shod, like they're not in boots, and they kind of scatter down this quiet alleyway.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna follow down that alleyway.
Okay, make your way down the alleyway. The tracks turn and cross another street, and turn and cross another street. But you've got a pretty good sight on them, and eventually they lead you back to that same bar that you were at, but this time from a different side, from the back side. You get within maybe 50 feet of the bar. The tracks are clearly heading in that direction when they start to disappear. You know, they cross some big roads, and then the next alley that you go into is really, it's got like a lot of traffic in it. So you lose the tracks. But they were going down an alleyway right next to this bar.
So it didn't go into the bar, but it went like near the bar.
Right near the bar, and then the tracks disappeared because the foot traffic in that area is so much higher.
Okay, but there is like a door on the side of the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I want to go in that side of the door. It's not like the back entrance, right? It's like just another entrance.
Yeah. The bar just has two doors, one from either side.
Sure, I'll head in that door.
Okay. There's the same bartender sitting behind it. She gives you a smile. You're back! You find that man you were looking for?
Yeah, I go sit up where I was, and I lean in really close, and I say, "Was it you?
Is it me? What?
Were you the one who knocked over those warehouses?"
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I'm just a simple bartender. Isn't that right, boys? You hear some kind of grunts, like, "Ugh," from behind you.
That's interesting. Because I followed the tracks from the warehouse. It came right up near this place. And you don't know nothing about it. Awfully dismissive.
What can I say? I'm an upstanding citizen. I don't like to poke my nose into any trouble. But
And if I were to... If I were to get some friends and we were to search this place, we wouldn't find nothing incriminating, would we?
well, I think you might have a hard time searching this place. We don't really take kindly to people bullying their way in. And you notice a significant change in her voice, and the bar gets really quiet. The people that were kind of murmuring and talking amongst themselves behind you, their talking has stopped.
I have no real interest in putting down thieves, but I need some cash. So I think you're gonna come with me.
She takes a step back as far as she can on the other side of the bar and kind of leans against the wall and goes, I don't think that's going to happen. Boys, I think this gentleman needs to be shown to the outside. And behind you, you hear chairs kind of scooting out of the way.
I guess I'll wait a few moments. I stand up and face in that direction.
Okay. 3 gentlemen are standing. One of them's kind of a big, rounded guy. One of them's short and wiry. The other has a fairly average build. And they all kind of just crack their knuckles and start to slowly walk menacingly towards you. None of them have any weapons in their hand.
Yeah, I clench my fists and wait for them to come in. I like ready. I ready an attack with my fists as soon as they come in range.
Let's try this. You've got a ready to attack. So, roll me initiative.
Sure. Fists are what, +1 or +2?
No bonus to hit, and they do D2 damage.
I mean, for like initiative wise.
Oh, +3.
+3.
Yeah.
Okay, 8.
Okay, so you've got a ready attack set to go. The first guy comes right up to you. You've got your attack ready, so go ahead and make a shot.
Okay. +2. Oh no.
You take a swing, he ducks under it, and goes to jab you in the ribs, but it's a glancing blow, completely missing. You go at 8. If he goes, the medium-sized build guy comes up and makes a jab at you again, but you step to the side, and it glances off the bar. Your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the burlier looking guy, not the skinny looking guys.
Okay.
So
We roll the hit.
a swing and a. I think it's a hit.
Square hit against him.
D2 +3 damage. There you go.
4. All right. It's a good blow against the side of his ribs, and you can hear him oof as the blow hits. The small guy hops up onto the bar, up and over the bar, and kind of comes down behind you, since you got these two guys before you. And from behind the bar, he tries to leap and grab you in a headlock.
Yeah.
But he does not get a good grip on you. He gets like one hand underneath your arm, and just, it kind of like falls away. And he slides off the back of the bar. Let's roll initiative again.
You lost all your good rolls with those bandits, Neil.
Those bandits rolled like 17, 19, 20, 17, 16, 4, 7. Something like that. It was insane. What do you got? You got an 8? Is that? Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
The skinny guy goes first. He tries for another headlock, and it's a no-go. He still can't get a grip on you. Your turn.
All right. The guy's sort of like near my back, trying to like grab me, right? I just sort of want to pick him up, like grab him from behind my head, and just like toss him on the guy I already hit.
Okay. You can make a blind grab attack at -4, if you'd like, or you can turn around and grab him, and that'll be just maybe a little bit awkward.
Sure, I'll try to turn around and grab him and like throw him on this guy I already hit.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
Sure.
Nice. You get a hold of him. Opposed strength check, which should be easy.
Plus 18.
Could be.
Yeah. It's passed, technically.
Yeah. You lift him up off the ground, and I guess you're trying to bash someone with him, just like toss him at one of these guys.
Yeah, basically.
Make me roll the hit.
Sure. Plus 12.
Nice. You toss him into one of the guys. Why don't you roll 2d3, and the small guy will take the first one. The guy you're throwing him into will take the second one. Oh, they both take 2. The small guy drops unconscious. The guy you toss him into stumbles back a ways, while the larger man comes over to you and cracks you in the side real hard. Actually criticals you in the side. You take 3 points of damage, And make me a save versus death.
Nice.
Oh, is that a pass?
Yeah.
Yes. Success. We don't have to worry about that. All right. Initiative for the next round. You go first.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they did not roll well.
So I want to try to finish the guy who I've hit and has had the man thrown on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is he on his, did he just sort of stumble back, or is he on his back right now? Like, is he on the floor?
Yeah, he hit the ground and has the other guy on top of him. He hasn't had a turn yet to get back up.
Sure, I just want to go up to him and kick him in the head, side of the head.
Okay.
What is prone? Is that a +4?
Yes, it is.
Cool. So d20 +6. Ooh, nice.
Nice. Your feet do D3 points of damage.
I don't think he's going to be standing. D3 +3. 5.
All right. You can hear something crack inside of him as he lets out his breath and goes still. The large guy goes for a tackle at you, which is a sheer miss, and he runs into one of the tables in the bar room, kind of like stumbling over it.
Yeah.
Initiative, yes.
Yeah. I just sort of beat my fists together and says, "Now this is more like it."
Right, you go first.
Punch attack to him. His back's not to me. That was just he's facing.
Right, like he hit the table and kind of rolled back to face you.
Sure. Oh, nice.
Double crit. 3d2 plus 3.
Okay, I might murder this guy.
Hope not. All right,
Yeah,
you
fine.
break his teeth in, and he collapses to the ground in a bloody mess.
Nice. I kind of whirl around to face the bartender.
She's gone.
Kind of kick over a chair. Damn it. I want to check behind the bar.
You see plenty of alcohol. You see the bar's, you call it, little chest that they hold their money in for the day. You see a dagger and a loaded crossbow, but nothing else.
How big is the little chest to keep the money in?
It's pretty small.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll snatch that. I could use a dagger. I pick up the dagger.
Cool.
And probably a quick bottle of alcohol, too.
All right. The chest, just so you know, is mostly copper and silver. It's probably got, I want to say, like 30 silver and 50 copper in it right now.
Sure, not 36. I picked that up and just sort of store it. The bandits took my backpack too, right?
Yeah, they took all your gear except for your clothing.
Okay. I just tuck it under an arm then. And I kind of want to point out a patron who's still here, if there are any.
No, it's just you in this room.
I kind of look around a bit. Is the back door open?
Yeah.
I think I want to book it that direction. See if I can track her.
Yeah. I think, though, we are out of time. It's been about an hour and a half, and we'll just have to leave this adventure unfinished for now. So, that was good. Interesting. Rough start with the bandits. Those were insane rolls, but that just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Luckily, you had your armor on, otherwise there would have been many critical rolls in there. Which would have been even worse.
I was this close of getting hide armor because I wanted to do the whole tribal thing, but
Yeah. Well,
it's been really fun. I appreciate it.
my pleasure. I liked the direction with your character, with his kind of desire to go out and be the best warrior, not just, kill the most people, but be an accomplished fighter. I thought that was a nice twist on the, I just want to go around and murder hobo. A nice way of doing that. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you have any final words before we sign off for now?
I just want to thanks again, chat, Neil. This is really fun. I've been watching you since original roleplay, so you're a bit of a celebrity to me.
Oh,
So
well, thank you.
appreciate it.
All right, that's it for this. If you guys stick around in 15 minutes, we will have another audition, which I should know the name of right now, but there's so many. It's going to be Sean in about 15 minutes. So stick around, guys, and we'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.